I've been an artist for 13 years now, full-time professionally, but I've kind of enjoyed doing art off and on my whole life. I took a lot of art classes throughout college and high school. I did not major in art, I did major in fashion design. But my main medium that I work in is watercolor, and I am primarily self-taught in watercolor. I'm originally from Columbia City. I grew up there, and I've recently moved back.
From?
Fort Wayne. I lived in Fort Wayne. I've lived in Fort Wayne for the last 2.5 years. I moved over here to work with Creative Women of the World. Prior to that, I owned an art gallery in Winona Lake for several years. I actually am not carried locally yet. I'm working on a couple of places that I'll be here in the next month or so. One of them being a green frog. And I actually, over the last several years, have wholesaled my work. So I'm in about 55 galleries nationwide currently. I primarily work in watercolors, and the process that I work in is I always work with words and quotes. So I always start out with a word or a quote, and from there I get the concept of what I want the image to be. And I actually will include my words in my paintings because I think that makes a real connection with the person. But I'll do my watercolor, and then I'll have like my framed original type pieces. But over the years, especially when I got into wholesaling, I knew that not everyone just needs a painting for their wall. That was going to limit me in what I did as a watercolorist. So from that I started creating a line of jewelry out of my watercolors that is actually what I wholesale to other galleries primarily. And then like my prints and my cards and things like that. And so although I primarily work in watercolors, I'm able to create a whole line of artistic items from that.